Hi, okay, we're on air. This is Horror Studio One, aka Haley. If you don't know who I am, or this is your first time watching your live stream, this is how I look like. I just got a haircut, so I look a bit more different. I can't even recognize myself on the video, but how is everybody doing? Or this is your first time watching your live stream, this is how I look like. Okay, that's the other screen. That's a chat. So we have a bunch of people in here. I sent out a bunch of links. Let's wait for people to get in first before starting the stories. We're gonna do a little flip today. Let's do Q&A. If you guys have any stories or any suggestions for me or anything you want to say to me, say it in the chat and I will answer that for you. So yeah, we're doing a little switcheroo today because I guess everybody's busy today. Not a lot of people are that want to come in. It's weird though. It's because I live in Canada and the city I'm living in right now is like really dead too because it's raining outside. So even online, people are dead. So I don't know what's going on with that. But yeah. If you have any questions, put in the chat or something, and then I will answer them for you. If you want to praise me, I like that too. Say how much you like my channel and stuff. I'd be down to accept some of that if you guys want. So yeah, any questions, any comments, anything, I will be down to answer that for you now. Basically, feed that ego. Yeah, right. Hey, yeah, I just hit a 38K today. Thank you guys. It was last night I hit it actually. 38,000. Wow, 38,000 people. Thank you guys so much once again. Um, and if any of you guys have anything you want to say to me, then yes, it did. Multi-blog that started. Nah, thanks, bro. Thanks, bro. Yeah, it's been a long road, dude. It's almost my 1 year anniversary here on YouTube. So yeah, that's pretty exciting for me. 1 year on here, so I'm gonna be doing a special video there. Then, uh, yeah, definitely. Kasha saying, I should read one of her stories live. I actually did, I think, one of the times at the beginning of one of my last streams. I think I read it, one of your stories live. How much days did you have? Yeah, I don't really get that question. What's your favorite movie? Man, that's a hard one. I don't know. I have a bunch. I have a bunch. Different genres, different movies. So, but we do have people in here. We have, yeah, that's a cool icon you got there, man. That's like a crazy link, right? Is he?
Yep.
Yeah. Is it two for slow? Is that her name?
Um, if you really want to know, it's a spoof of my best friend's channel.
Oh, what's
His is too fast for Link, so I decided to make mine too slow for Long.
All right. What kind of vids does your friend do?
He does mostly stop motion.
Oh, nice. Cool, man. Cool. So like animation stuff, eh?
Yeah.
Wow, awesome. So do you watch my videos too, or are you brand new? You seem like you're brand new.
No, I've actually been on your channel for quite a while.
Nice. What's your favorite video? Sorry.
Um, Probably my favorite video is a video you put out yesterday. Not yesterday, the last video you put out.
Really? Sounds like you're making that up. What's the last video I put out? Answer right now.
I'm not on my YouTube channel right now. If I try to leave
What's
Hangouts,
your favorite video?
I don't know, it screws up Hangouts if I try to leave it when I'm in a call.
Okay, okay. Do you have a story? That's the reason you're joining today, right? Besides talking to me, you have a story? Some crazy shit
Uh,
happened?
yeah.
What happened?
It's not really today, but a while ago,
Uh-huh.
I like to play outside in the woods behind my house,
Right.
and so naturally I know the woods. I know every single little bit of the woods. So yesterday, I walk out there and I trip on something, and it's a freaking like decaying garden gnome. And then like I look around, there's like 4 of them.
Decaying garden gnome.
Rewind.
Whoa.
And then the other day I walked out there and I saw like one of the heads on the green grass. I pretty just noped the fuck out of there right then.
I should do a video. 4 decaying garden gnome stories.
Oh
From
my god.
Is this even a thing, decaying garden gnome? Seriously, dude? Why don't you take a picture?
Okay. I would if it wasn't raining outside. And I can't really bring my phone outside.
Bring your phone outside when it's raining, dude? Come on. You gotta be savage.
Okay.
I'm Googling garden gnome and it's the figurine. So you saw
It's
some
more
of
like
the-
not really a garden gnome, more like a garden elf-ish thing.
yeah.
It's like dark clay green.
Oh shit. Okay. That's insane. People are in the chat, they're like, Hail Satan.
Hail Satan. Okay then, that's nice.
Mm.
Very nice.
So do you have thoughts on that, Eve, about the decaying garden gnome? Do you have anything?
Well, I've never seen a gnome in person, but holy shit, they're scary.
No, I should do a video on gnomes and elves because I did one on fairies a bit back. If you guys follow my channel, I mean, Too Slow, you should definitely know since you're a big fan. A while back, but I think I should do one on elves and gnomes. What do you guys think?
If you do one, I'm not gonna watch it.
Why?
Also, I might be
They're
someone
scary.
I might be someone you already know.
Wait, what? Who are you actually?
Maybe my name starts with an N.
Oh my god, it's Nick.
Maybe. Maybe not.
No, okay.
No one.
Okay, you know what? I'll give you that, Nick. You are a persistent kid. How old are you, man? You're 12, right?
No, I'm 13.
You're so... Yo.
Nick, I didn't even know it was him.
No. I love this kid. Yo, seriously, why are you so persistent and wanting to get on my channel, dude?
Because I just love your channel.
Okay, you know what? I'll give you that. I'll give you that. I love the persistence, man. That's what it's all about. Good for you. And you're here, so okay. Your dream has been accomplished. You finally came back on.
Okay.
All right, thanks, Nick.
No problem. Have a good day.
Love you.
And remember, may the Illuminati always be with you. I don't know. I'm bored. Bye.
I love this kid, man. Love this kid. I know, right? And I blocked him, and he's back. I love this kid. No, you know what? And the thing is, what I love about Nick, like, okay, Nick always has these crazy stories, okay? Like garden gnomes. Last time he was talking about aliens. Like, he has crazy stories, and some of them sometimes they seem like they're fake. So we're like, okay, we gotta stop letting you, take up airtime talking about these stories that are so surreal. But like, and we blocked him, and we ignore him. We do everything to try to get him to stop coming, but he comes back every week. And then, no, I respect the persistence and the fact that he didn't like swear or do anything when he was on here. It's like, all right, kid, I gotta give it to you, man. You did it. All right, so Pharaoh, hey Pharaoh, if you guys remember from 2 streams ago, had a crazy story. You're on. One second, I'm gonna mute you. Pharaoh had a crazy story about. I still remember it was about your husband when he was a child, and with you said there were some details that were different though from your memory and the reality though. You messaged me afterwards about.
Yeah, I sent you the story actually, just in case you wanted to tell it yourself, because I know sometimes you guys repeat your stories or whatever, and I like it better coming out of your mouth. It sounds scary,
No,
So
I mean,
that's what I sent it to.
I saw that, and you said the age was you got the age wrong, I think, right?
Yeah, on the page that I sent you, I wrote
Yeah.
age 13, but as I was telling it to you, my husband, flashed age 10, so that's what I told you last time. I told you age 10, but on the page that I wrote you, I wrote page 13 because I was sending you a copy of it because I had already sent it to Corp's husband before,
Yeah.
and I didn't fix the age from then, so I just wanted to remind you that the age was still 10. Because he has a whole nother story to tell you about what happened to him at 13. It's awesome, I'm telling you. So,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
okay. I
Did
want to keep the age right on point because there's different stories for different age times, and they're going to get better each time.
do you have a story for us today? Was it the one when he was 13, or is it something different?
No, it's my turn now.
Oh,
So
that's great. That's great.
that was about him then. This is one I told you I was going to tell you actually about the three guys who wanted to, I guess, gang rape my mother. You know.
Okay.
So, let me see. I was trying to figure out exactly what category these stories go under. You said the last one was a Let's Not Meet, and it was basically like a Parents from Hell, stalker, kids say scary things, pedophile, let's not meet story. So all those things were mentioned in the last story. This one here is going to be like a Parents from Hell, attempted rapist, kids say crazy things, let's not meet ghost story. Okay?
And a
So,
ghost story.
yes, they have a ghost story inside of it,
Okay.
So, let's start the story. Like I said, it starts from Parents from Hell, which basically is my mother's story. She told me when she was younger that her father was like trying to sexually, he was trying to rape her. He basically was molesting her with his hands at first.
Yeah.
And she told her mother about it, and her mother just smacked the hell out of her and told her stop lying. And she wasn't lying. She was trying to tell and ask for help, and she couldn't get help. Out of all the kids, I think her mother had 10 kids. So out of all the kids, the two boys, all the rest of them was girls. She was the oldest out of all of them, and she was the prettiest, finest. So the dad was looking at her like, oh, she's almost ready, and he kept touching her.
Yeah.
And he would tell her mother, and her mother wouldn't do anything about it at all, except smack her and tell her that, she's lying. So she happened to tell her uncle about it, and her uncle walked in on her dad doing this, putting his hands on her, and he went over to him and told him take his hands off that girl. And my grandfather took a hammer and crushed his knees, made him go to the hospital. So basically, of course, she lost the help that she had at the time. She couldn't get any help because the uncle was afraid to come to the house again after the dad crushed his knees like that, where he couldn't walk with his knees anymore. So, can you still hear me?
This is
okay.
Just
want to make sure y'all can hear me. Yes. So after that happened, my mother had to come up with a different plan of how to protect herself. So what she did was, her mother used to send her to the store around the corner from her house, and she always, she was very nice. She always spoke to everybody, the elderly men, the young kids, whoever, everybody just looked at her like she was a very respectable, beautiful young lady.
Yeah.
She saw my dad, who he is now, but she saw him, and he was like 6-7 years older than her, and she was still in high school at the time. And she started asking about him. She heard stories about him, the type of person he was, because she would always see him out there putting somebody in their place.
Yeah.
No matter how it is, she always saw him handling business, putting somebody in their place. So she asked about him, and she just thought he was some big thug out there bullying people or whatever. But people would tell her the story and let them know that he's not a bad guy.
Good.
He was actually, he was really a good guy. But to him, you know, he felt like he was a man because he was a pimp. This is what he was in the neighborhood. But he calls himself a pimp, but he really wasn't a pimp.
Okay, so
you know,
it wasn't an actual.
yeah.
He was like a player.
What happened was, yeah, what happened was there were women out there doing that, you know, and the guys wouldn't pay them or would try and disrespect them, hurt them or whatever, and he would jump in and, you know, tell them, leave that woman alone, give her her money if that's what you're doing, this and that or whatever, you know. Yeah, so what happened was the women offered to pay him. They offered to make him their pimp. And he said, no, you know, I'm not your pimp. You do what you want. It's just that, you know, I saw him disrespecting you and I wanted to make sure that he doesn't do it anymore.
Yeah.
So what happened was they started asking him, you know, about his bills that he had at his house and stuff. And he told them, look, I still live with my mom. So they started paying his mother's bills and asked him to, if your mother need any groceries, just tell her to write her grocery list and give it to you, and we'll get the groceries and go. And they would go and give her the money that she need, go and, you know, give her the groceries that she need or whatever. You know, she thought her son was, you know, doing a real job out there, and people were just going to pay her while he's outside. You know, even like the drug dealers that they had out there, if he saw them out there fighting, he would stop a fight and let them know, you know, you can live and fight another day. Don't pull out any guns or whatever. And there's many guys I have seen come to him years down the line and say, I remember you saved my life. You know, there was this guy that was about to shoot me, and you actually stopped this from happening. You know, and I've actually seen this myself. So what happened was my mother noticed that about him and realized that, you know, that's the type of person that he was, and she really fell in love with him. And she heard that was around the time when Vietnam War was coming up. She heard that he was about to leave to go to the Vietnam War, and she said to herself, she has to make her move now because she needs help. She really needs help. Yeah. So she would always speak to him, and he would say, hey, young lady, how you doing, or whatever. So this day, she knew he was about to leave in a couple of days. She said, how you doing, Mr. Pink? And he said, how you doing, young lady? And she said, can I talk to you for a second? And he looking at her like, you know, this little girl want to talk to me, and, you know, this is like jail bait. I'm not going close to her because I want to know what it is she wants. She was in high school, so she was like 9th grade. That's almost like 14 years old or something like that, you know. Yeah, you know, he was looking at her like, what does jailbait want? What does she want, you know? Yeah. And she called him over to him, and he stood a few feet away from her so he won't be that close to her, because he's like, this is a child. I don't want anybody to be trying to put nothing on me. I don't know what she's, you know, what her game is, what she's trying to do. So her words to him was, you a stupid old man. And he said, what? What are you talking about? Look, little girl, don't be coming over here, you know, talking to me like you know me. You don't know me, you know. And she said, what it is, she said, by now, as strong as a man as you are, you should have a woman at your side. And
your mom was saying
that, yeah, this is what she told him as a child. She told him, you should have a woman at your side, a real woman, because that's what you deserve. You're a good man. You know, he said, oh, I was a stupid old man. Now I'm a good man. You know, he said, if I find a real woman, you know, I'll get one. You know, how can I be stupid? If I'm stupid, that means I'd pick any old body around here. You know, and she told him, I would make you a good wife. He said, you a child. There's no way on God's green earth you can make me a good wife, you know. And she said, can I be truthful with you? He said, yeah, because I'm going to always be truthful with you. So she told him her situation about what was going on at her house with her dad. And she told him what happened to her uncle. And she started crying. And she told him that she needed his help. And he said, but I'm about to leave and go to war. And she said, if you can stop him so I can stay a virgin until you get back, I promise to marry you when you get back and when I am of age. And she said, when you leave, I want you to send me a letter so I can know where you are, and I'll write you every day. So when she told him that, he sit here and told her, look, little girl, if you miss one letter, if you miss one
You lost your
letter,
virginity.
it's over with. It's over with. Now the situation with your dad, let's go. I'm getting ready to go handle that right now. She said, well, no, what you gonna do? What you gonna he said, obviously you've gotten to know me. You know I'm not gonna hurt your dad that bad. I'm not gonna, kill him or anything. I'm not a murderer. Mm-hmm. But it has to be handled before I leave. Yeah. So let's go. So he went and took her home and actually told the dad, if you sit here and to him, he didn't really get to know him as well as my mother did. So to him and to most people who were afraid of him in the neighborhood, they actually thought he was a killer because everybody was afraid of him in the neighborhood. Yeah. So basically when the dad came to the door, when he knocked on the door and brought her home, he told him, your daughter just told me exactly the problem that she had with you. If I hear of anything going wrong in this house, you touch her again, I'll kill you. She's mine now. She says she wants to be my wife. That's exactly what she's going to be. He kissed on her jaw, told her have a nice day. He started writing her from the army when he was over in Vietnam. She wrote him every day. Wow. Now there's another story in between of when she stopped writing him that I'll tell you next time. But let's get to the one that we're on right now.
You said yeah.
So after they get married, years down the line, I'm born, my brother born, I have another little brother under me, right? My dad has a problem in the neighborhood where some little girl was trying to put a charge on him, as if he raped her or something, So they come pick him up and bring him to jail. And before he goes to jail, he talks to my Uncle Fred. And told my Uncle Fred, who I had known all my life, at this time, let me see, I think maybe I was 10 years old at this time, by the time this happened. He told my Uncle Fred to take care of us and, help us out if we need any money or anything. And, when he gets out or when he take care of the situation to, clear his name or whatever, that he would pay him back, So he tells it to my Uncle Fred. My Uncle Fred is basically not an uncle. He's my dad's best friend, who actually taught me karate on the way coming up. So he was the head karate teacher, black belt karate teacher, who taught my dad karate. That's how he met him, as a karate teacher. So they take my dad off to jail. A day or two passed by. My Uncle Fred passed by, said, hey, talked to my mom and told her that he'd be back or whatever, And then later on that night, I used to have movie night, and I was confident that my dad wouldn't be in jail for long, so I wasn't, sitting down worried or bothered about him or whatever. And I'm looking at my mother, and she's sitting there with the oddest look on her face, like she's scared, and I'm like, we're watching a movie. I said, I know you're not scared of this movie, are you? And she started crying, and I was like, Mom, what's wrong? I said, what, you feeling bad about Dad? And she said, well, that too, but I something's on my mind. And I said, well, tell me. And she said, well, you're a child. I can't tell you this. I said, Mom, you know me. You said that even me being a child, that I am a very understanding child. So I'm not one of those children you tell me, oh, I'm going to tell you when you grow up. Please tell me what's wrong right now, so that way I can see if I can understand what you're talking about. She tells me that Uncle Fred told her to get us to bed early and leave the store door open. We had a house with a store on the left-hand side of the house. It goes downstairs, and it was a sweet shop. We used to have the kids come over, play pinball machine or whatever, He told her to leave the store door open and told her that he was going to bring two of his friends with him, and she was going to pay him. He's not going to wait for my dad to pay him when he got out of jail. She was going to pay him for what he needs, for what she needs right now as far as the money that she needs. She was going to pay him because him and his boys was going to get some from her. It's about time Willie share. He said it's about time Pint share his woman. Everybody else done share their woman. You know, it's about time Pint share his woman. And, you know, obviously she's going crazy because she was a virgin, and that was the only person she had ever touched in her life was my dad.
So this
You know,
is like interest for the money kind of thing. Is your mom's?
he basically wanted to, you know, make her give it up in order to get money, you know, to get him to take care of us until my dad get out. So when she sit here and told me that, I told her, I said, oh, he did, huh? I said, okay. I said, well, do me a favor, Mom. I said, do exactly what he said. I said, leave the store door open. I said, and you go to bed. And she said, no, baby girl, no, I don't want you involved in this. I said, Mom, like I said, you go to bed. I'm Willie Pine's daughter. Trust me, I know how to handle this. When it got a little dark, I sat downstairs. My big brother had a weight bench down there that he used to lift weights on. It was turned sideways, so the store door was on my right-hand side. My mother's bedroom door is on my left-hand side upstairs. You know, she peeking through the hole. She wants to know what I'm going to do. You know, there's a hole in her door.
You're going to these men. Karate black belt.
Oh, no. It has nothing to do with black belt. He's a black belt at this time. You know, me, I'm just starting. So, you know, I'm not as good as him. There's no way on God's green earth that I can beat him and two other men.
Mm-hmm.
So basically what I did was went in my father's closet and got out this big hunting rifle that he had. And I'm sitting there on the bench, just cleaning it, wiping it up, have that crazy look in my eye, ready. You understand what I'm saying? My mother peeking through the peephole, and she got the door. She said, no, baby girl, no. I say, Mama, hey, number one, the rule is I'm still a child, underage, I still have my first offense. This is going to be my first offense. It all depends on what Uncle Fred do. And she said, no, I don't want you to have to remember that. I said, what you want me to remember, seeing 3 men gang rape you for the rest of my life? I'd rather see him dead. Get upstairs. I said, Mama, I promise you, I won't shoot until I have to. And she said, baby, please. And she started crying. I said, get inside and shut the door. Mm-hmm. You know? So I'm sitting down there, just cleaning the rifle, putting that anger in me, putting that look on my face. All of a sudden, the store door just comes open. In the middle of the night, the store door just comes open. I jumps up. I said, who the hell is that? And he come in, oh man, I thought you was in bed. He said, this Uncle Freddie. I said, Uncle Fred? I said, man, you don't know how to knock? You just open up doors and everything around here like you think you own the place? I said, nigga, I almost blasted your ass. What the hell is wrong with you? And he said, oh no, it's just me, it's Uncle Fred. I said, I see it's just you. I said, obviously your mother ain't teach your ass no manners. I said, do me a favor. Go back out the door and we're going to start this shit all over again. Next time you use your goddamn knuckles. By this time, I hadn't even seen the guys that he have behind him. So when I sit up here and follow him to the door with the rifle pointed at him, I pushed the store door closed and I locked it this time. And I'm looking outside. I can see the guys behind him. He made them go back to the car. And he knocked. I said, who is it? He said, it's me, Uncle Fred. I said, nigga, you ain't my uncle. I said, my mother just told me what the hell you wanted. I said, you sure you won't be my uncle? I said, because if I open that door again, I said, I just promised my mom I wouldn't shoot your ass. I said, that's the only reason why I sit up here and psych you into going back out that goddamn door. I said, I started to just shoot because I'm pissed off, and you know I'm Willie Pine's daughter, nigga. I said, so trust me, it's going to happen. I said, you want me to open that door? No, that's okay. That's what I thought. I said, you know my dad going to hear about this shit, so you better get the hell away from this door. And I better not ever see you around here again. So he left. I put the gun down. I went upstairs. Yeah, he left. I went down. I put the gun down. I went upstairs. I told my mom, I said, now go ahead, go to sleep. I said, don't even worry about it. I said, if we need any food tomorrow, we go around the corner, ask grandma, you know, until dad get back. 2 days later, my dad gets out. You know, he said they did a test on him some type of way that the little girl had a disease. So in order for her to prove that he, you know, touched her, he had to have that disease too. So they tested him, realized he didn't have anything, so let him out. And I sit here and I told him, I said, well, Mom, I need to talk to you about something. She said, oh, no, oh, you're gonna hurt him. Hey, I could care smiling ain't really his friend. Let him know what's going on. Mm-hmm. So she told Dad what happened, and all of a sudden, the next day, Daddy come there with Uncle Fred on his knees, crawling at the front door. He stood up here and made my mom open up the door, told me go to the back, Yeah. And she said here, he told her, he said, now didn't I just ask you a question and you lied? Are you calling my wife a liar? Oh, she got it wrong. So my dad hit him upside the head with the gun that he had behind his back. He had a little pistol on him. He pistol whipped him right there. He said, don't ever call my wife a liar. Mm-hmm. And he looked at my mom. He said, now what did you say he wanted? And my mom was like, well, I don't. He said, look, don't sit up here and be talking like that. You know who you are. You know who your husband is. Always talk with confidence. Tell me what he said. And when the guy looked up, he said, I don't even want you looking her eye to eye. You're not going to put no fear to her. None whatsoever. Put your damn head down. Did he say it or what? Tell me what he said. I want to hear word for word what he said. So she told him. And Uncle Fred started saying, well, but she got it wrong. He hit him again. Oh, you calling my wife a liar? No, I'm not calling her a liar. He said, so here's the deal here. Number one, you don't live in this neighborhood. I don't want to ever see you here again. If you ever see her outside this neighborhood walking down the street, you better walk on the other side of any street that you own. She tell me that you pass directly by her on the same side of the street, you're gone. Thanks, bruh. Yeah, you better thank me. You lucky I'm letting you live. Get the hell on out of here. So he told him, get on out the neighborhood, Later on, I told my dad, I said, did Mama tell you what I did? Yeah, she told me what you did. Leave my damn guns alone. I said, what, you wanted me to let it happen? He said, no, baby girl, I'm proud of you. You're definitely my daughter. And he got mad at, my big brother and asked him why he didn't do this, And I said, well, you got to realize that Mama didn't tell him the story. Mama didn't tell him what was going on. She told me what was going on, Yeah. And he said, okay, all right. So a few years, maybe like 3 years later down the line, me and my mom in a washateria down the street from the house, and I look at the door, and there's this guy standing at the door, and I'm like, man, I know this guy's face from somewhere, but he looks so weird. He looked like unreal or whatever. He's ghostly white, when I saw him, but he had that bush on his head, and I was like, his face looks so familiar. I know his face from somewhere. And all of a sudden, after he looked at me, he just left. He went around the corner. The washateria is right on the corner. We there washing clothes. He went around the corner, so I walked to the door, and I stood on the corner just staring up the street. And I'm like, who is that? He turned around again, and when I saw him from the left-hand side, I was like, Uncle Fred. I said, he's in the neighborhood. I said, Mama, come here. I called her out the washateria. She comes out, and I looked up the street. I said, look at that. Look who that is. She said, who? I say, that guy right there. I said, well, you can't see him, but he got that bush on him. He always had that bush. I said, maybe if he turn around, you'll be able to see. She said, what guy? I said, the guy right there walking up the street. I said, that's Uncle Fred. Mm-hmm. She said, baby, there's nobody on that block right now. I said, Mama, he's standing right there. He's walking up the street going that way. She said, I don't see anybody at all on that street. And she said, that must mean your Uncle Fred is dead. I said, oh. I said, I didn't want him to die. I said, well, it's been like 3 years since then. I said, I'm pretty sure Daddy didn't do him anything. And she said, no, your dad didn't do him anything, but I'll let him know that you actually seen this ghost. I mean, he was ghostly white, so obviously he was dead by then, and I hadn't seen him since. So,
did you guys
like I said,
if he actually did die, right?
What happened?
Did you guys end up confirming if he actually died?
Well, yeah. Later on, when I asked my dad about it, I asked him do he know anything about Uncle Fred lately? He said, no, I haven't really been keeping up with him. And I told him, I think he's dead. And he said, what? He said, what makes you say something like that? I said, because I saw him today. I said, he looked like a ghost. I said, I can basically see straight through him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so he actually checked around and found out. He said, yeah, he actually died that day that you say you saw him. You know, so he say somebody else killed him. So he obviously messed with somebody else's wife or something like that. You know. So
Wow.
there go my story. Like I said, I'm just as bad as my husband. I've done some crazy things in life, so
yeah.
So you can put that one in your book if you want me to type it up, so you can tell tell that one next time yourself. Because like I said, I like them all coming out of your mouth also, because
thanks.
know
no, but
you make everything sound so creepy and like a real ghost story. So
I think the best thing is that you come on the stream more with your stories. I bet you have a lot more.
Oh, I have a bunch more. I can come on the stream and tell them, and then I'll type them in for you, so you can tell them different, just in case people want to hear it through your voice also.
Sure.
Just like I did with the last one, I'm gonna spend some time later on this evening typing this one up for you, and send it to you so you can be able to tell it later on. And I don't know which one I'm gonna hit you with next time. Most of them are just like you say, they have a let's not meet inside of it.
Yeah.
And I can tell you one from my husband, one of those stories where he actually got into it with a drug dealer in the neighborhood.
Okay, for sure.
In the neighborhood. So yeah, and I'm telling you, it's a good one. It's a drug dealer who had a guy working for him who was a rapist. So
these are some.
And it's not stories. These are all our real life things we've actually done in life. So, just email me next time you come back on live, and I'll be here.
I'm doing it this Friday, so 2 days from now at 8. If you're willing to come back, I mean, like the people in the stream are like, oh my God, you're their favorite speaker ever to appear on here. So
I'm surprised they even want to hear my voice. But yes, I don't know what happened last Friday, but I couldn't get in. I was in a different room with another young lady, and the link that you kept sending to me, it wasn't working. So me and Samantha was in another room, and we saw other people actually coming in the room. So they, the room worked. It just wasn't getting us to the room where you were. So it may not work Friday. But obviously the Wednesday rooms works for me, but I'll try Friday. You can do like you did this time, send it to me early, and I can see if I can get on. If not, that way you'll be able to let people know that some type of way something is wrong and I can't get on.
Sure.
So you can apologize for me, because I love them too,
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Y'all have fun. Thanks for inviting me. Bye-bye.
Wow. Man, Pharaoh is in. Okay, wow. So, before we go into the next person, 1 second. Sorry, I gotta mute some of you guys. Sorry. Before we go to the next person, I want to thank Rachel. Is that how you pronounce your name? Rachel Sparrow. If you're listening to this, I want to thank you for fan art. So, this new banner I have actually on my channel, it was from Raquel. Yeah. Is it Raquel? Raquel Sparrow? I don't know. I think I butchered your name. But thank you for the banner. And yeah, Pharaoh will be back hopefully this Friday with another hardcore story. She has really great stories. So, without further ado, we got some more people in here. We have Stalking Pixie. Thanks for waiting. You were here last time too, I think.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, hey, that's her picture right there, though. Finally get to see how you look like.
Yes.
What kind of story do you have today? Is it a ghost story or?
It's a true story. It's about a murder I was present for.
Okay, what happened?
I was in and out of care since 2, and I was in something called group housing, which is kind of like an orphanage but for foster care.
Mm-hmm.
So your parents still have rights to you. You just don't live with them.
Okay.
And these were the kids that either nobody wanted or whose parents just caused too much trouble for actual families to keep them.
Right.
So it was meant to be a high security place. It was actually backed onto a prison in Sydney.
Yes.
And I was rooming with a girl. I'm afraid I don't remember her name because I was only 3 or 4 at the time.
Wow, 3 or 4 you have to separate from your mom and dad. That's harsh.
I was separated at 2. She walked into a rehab, said keep it, kill it, and walked out.
Mm.
So yeah, my mum's not well in the head.
Mm.
But so I was in this group home, and I was sharing a room, and I used to get nightmares a lot. So
Right.
the girl I was sharing a room with used to let me sleep in her bed. And one night I was in her bed, and she's like, don't move, don't say anything, just be really, really quiet. We're going to play a game. Because, you know, I'm 3 or 4. I think she was only 6, maybe 7.
Right.
And she pushed me under the blankets. So I had no idea what was going on. I could hear some mumbling and then just heat. It was like someone had poured boiling water on me. And at first I actually thought she'd weed on me.
Yeah.
But then this smell filled my mouth. It was like I'd licked a battery.
Okay. Wow, that's okay.
And then I felt pressure on the sides of the bed as someone like leaned down, and I heard, let's see you talk now, you bitch.
And this is a ghost story, or is this a let's not meet?
This is a let's not meet.
Oh, okay. Sounds like a ghost story for a second there.
No, this is a let's not meet. So I start screaming my head off.
Yeah.
And I hear someone swear, and then there's all this running and stuff. Someone pulls me out of the bed. There was a couple of workers holding a guy against a wall, and he was swearing and carrying on. I'm still screaming my head off like a lunatic.
Mm-hmm.
And they took me into a second room, and that's when I realized that I was actually covered in blood.
And was it your own, or?
It wasn't my own. It was the little girl's.
The one that was sleeping with?
The one I was sleeping in the bed with. He'd cut her throat. Apparently he'd been abusing some of the kids, and she's the only one that told. And they didn't realise he had a set of keys. I don't remember him being any of the workers, so he was either a janitor or an office worker or something. But he came in and killed her for telling on him because it was going into court, and I guess he figured if she couldn't talk, no one else would stand against him.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he killed her that night, but she saved me. That 6-year-old, 7-year-old little girl, even though he'd harmed her in the past, had done her best to protect me, and I just never want to meet that guy again. Or I kind of do and punch him in the head for attacking little girls. But yeah, so he killed her that night while she was hiding me under her covers.
Do you know what happened after, like the aftermath of this man? What he went to?
I do know that the cops came and everything. I remember sirens and everything.
Right.
After that, I was put into an actual foster care home, so I honestly don't know what happened after that.
So there was no follow-up that you know of that happened?
Not to my knowledge, but there were security cameras in the place, in the hallways and that, so he was the only one seen going into the room.
So it had to be him.
So yeah.
It's these stories tonight.
It's pretty messed up, but yeah.
Well, that's so sad. I don't know. I'm still in shock about the... you were the one that came back last week about your son seeing ghosts, right? Was it you? Or?
Yes.
Okay. How's that doing? Is it still happening for him, or?
No, it seems to have slowed down. He's on Ritalin now, which seems to have stopped everything.
Okay. At such a young age, on Ritalin? Is it the one?
Ritalin.
Okay. Yeah, that's they take that when they take planes or something. They need to sleep and stuff like that, isn't that?
No. Ritalin is technically legal speed, but it slows him down.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's what they put ADHD kids on to slow them down.
Oh, okay. Thank God I was never... I wasn't ADHD. I was ADD. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you. If you Stalking Pixie, if you have any more stories, you could stay if you have any more stories, or come back on Friday or Wednesday or any other day that we do this.
Yep, might hang around.
Okay, well, I'll just mute your mic and we'll come back to you. Maybe.
Okay, bye.
All right. Oh yeah, and guys, it's 6:45 where I am, so we're ending this at 8, so about 1 more hour. I want to do a Q&A today, so probably start the Q&A around 7:30 or 7:45. So I think, was it Jillian that came in afterwards? I think she was the third person to come in. Hey, you're back.
Hi.
Hi. All you guys are like recurring cast to the show. Hey, are you in your bathroom again?
Yeah.
You have a story for us, or anything crazy going on?
I have like multiple stories
Oh,
again.
what happened?
Well, for the first story that I'm gonna tell is actually, it's not mine. It's a friend of mine, and she was a group leader for when I was like in elementary school, and I was like in 5th grade or something. So, she was just like, okay, I think you're old enough to hear this story.
Oh, so this is his story.
Oh, her story.
Her story.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And so basically, what happened was is that we have this place called Morgan's Corner.
Uh-huh.
And it's basically like a tree. I don't know. I guess it's haunted somehow.
Okay.
And she said that her boyfriend and some of her friends went over to Morgan's Corner,
Right.
and I guess they went to go and see if anything would happen, because I guess this like Hawaiian ghost hunters group like went over there and
They saw something. Yeah.
well, actually no, they said that there was no activity there, which was really strange.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, and they were just like, but we're gonna try and see if there's anything over there. And so they went over there. It was like pitch black because there's no streetlights, there's nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And they went over there, and they're like, I guess her boyfriend was taunting the ghost or something like that.
Right.
And I was just like, oh, that's a bad idea.
Right.
But all of a sudden this thing appears, and it basically, it looks like this full, like, I don't want to say white person, because it wasn't a white person. It was like, just full on white.
Like a ghostly figure kind of thing.
Yeah.
What Pharaoh was talking about, like kind of see-through. Was it similar to that? Like a see-through figure?
I don't think it was see-through, but I think it was just like solid, like white, like everything on it was white.
Like a blanket, or okay.
And it what's it called? It chased them, and while it was chasing them, it was yelling at them to get out of that area.
Get out!
And
Get out!
being in Hawaii and like being in, I guess, that kind of an area where there's like no lights and everything like that, it's really scary because you don't know whether that's like some kind of a, I mean, it's like heiau, which is like a gravesite for ancient Hawaiians, and apparently if you even step on like any of the stones, they'll cause you to get really sick and die.
Wow, like cursed stones kind of thing.
Yeah, but because they were actually talking to a real ghost, or like they were taunting a real ghost, it was even worse because it chased out, and it was just terrifying to them.
Did something happen to them afterwards? Like did they get sick, or did people die from the group after witnessing the spirit?
I don't think so, but it's just that they were really scared, and it like when they were still driving in their car, it chased them, and it chased them like pretty far ways down to the actual road where there were streetlights and everything, and as soon as they were there, it just kind of stopped.
So was this entity floating? I kind of feel like it was floating, but was it running or was it flying? How was it chasing your friends?
I'm not really sure because what's it called? She said that they were so scared that like they just turned and started running.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't know
Yeah.
I guess, like, well, it's weird because they didn't really know where they were going, but they sort of knew in the same way, I guess, which is weird. But it was just so pitch black, and it was like it was such a long way back to the car, I guess, because it was like a trail um from where they parked, I guess. And
What?
so
Yeah.
they were just running, and they kept seeing him behind them,
Yeah.
and they kept hearing him. I guess he was just yelling, "Get out!" And they're just like, "Okay, we know this is a ghost, so we're
I
just gonna run and see if like we can get away." But
well, yeah.
usually, if
Or stay if he wants to have tea, wants to go hang some games. No, but I'm just curious. What was the history or the legend of this tree? Not the experience, but what was its legend about?
apparently there's this doctor named Dr. Morgan,
Hmm.
and um I think he and his wife either died in a car crash, like
Mm,
like they crashed into that tree,
yeah.
or they call it that because he lived near there and someone else did that. Either that or there's another
So I mean, allegedly that would be Dr. Morgan.
it
Is
should be, but at the same time there's a whole bunch of stories which say that
yeah. Okay, keep going. I just muted her. I got a turn off the other screen. Keep going. Keep going. Sorry.
a whole bunch of stories that it's just about either there's this couple that crashes, they
Like
run out of gas or something,
yeah.
and they're on the side of the road where the tree is, which is weird because there's not really a road there anymore.
Right.
But they basically agree that the guy is gonna go out, go get some gas, and come back. But he never comes back, and she ends up falling asleep in the car. And when she wakes up, she sees a whole bunch of policemen out there, and they take her to one of the squad cars, and they're just like, okay, well, when you're walking there, don't look back. And she's like, okay, why? And they're just like, no, just seriously, you don't want to look back, just don't do it. And because they kept saying that, she kept, she just ended up looking back, and what she saw was her husband or her boyfriend or whatever, hanging upside down by his ankles, and his hand was like scraping against the car.
Yeah.
And earlier that night, she actually thought that was like a tree branch or something,
This is
and she also heard dripping.
this is an old urban legend. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, so this you're saying this originated from that Morgan corner that you were at.
yeah,
Okay. Yeah, I've heard this numerous times, I think. They're going on a date, and then he disappears, but she keeps hearing scraping the whole night.
yeah,
He looks behind her when the cops come, and it's like, holy shit, he was dead the whole night, and it was his fingernails scraping the top of the car.
yeah.
I see. Okay, well, do you have any more stories? You said there's a lot of stuff. If you can, you can.
Actually, I do. One time, I ran away from home because I guess things were getting too heated there, and I was just sitting in this it was like a little tunnel. I don't know what it's for. It just goes underneath one of our highways that we have, and then I was just talking to this guy who showed up, and he offered me food and everything, and I was just like, oh, this is nice. And that wasn't the scary part. The scary part was when I left him with a whole bunch of my friends, there was this lady that said, she came up to us and she was like, oh, what's wrong? Because she sort of knew something was going on. And they told her, oh yeah, she just ran away from home and she's planning on, not really going back. And all of a sudden she just goes, oh, we can take you home actually. Because they were trying to convince me to go home, but I just wasn't,
So you went with the lady kind of thing, and did something happen?
Oh no, I didn't go with her, but they said that when they went by the van or the truck that they were in,
there was like another man who was driving the truck, and they both looked like they were on meth or something.
There's
And so I was just like,
a meth face. He's on meth. That fucking face.
yeah. I was just like, oh shit. So I was just like, no, I think I'm just gonna call my mom. And by that time, she was just like literally trying to drag me to the truck. And I was just like, no, I'm not going with you, lady.
Went home.
Yeah.
Hey, that's
But
good.
it was like super scary because they told me later on, oh yeah, she's probably like someone who was on meth and she's probably gonna sell you for something. And I was like, no thanks. Like I don't.
You're at home right now though, right? The
Yeah.
You're in your bathroom. Why do you always love hanging out in the bathroom? Every time you call me, you're in the bathroom.
I don't know actually. It's kind of like my room because I can't go into my actual room, so.
You said you had cockroaches last time, I think, right?
Yeah.
Is that like real though? Is that
Yeah.
really?
Like, oh, I even tried to put roach traps in there, but they're still just coming out of nowhere. I'm just like,
No, get an
no.
exterminator, man. If the situation's that bad, you can't even get into your own room. So where do you
My parents are just like, take care of it yourself. If you just put roach traps down, it'll be fine.
where do you usually sleep at night then?
I sleep in my living room.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think you told us that last time. Well, anyways, thank you, Jillian. If you can, we have one more person coming in. If it's okay, if you can leave the stream.
Yeah, sure.
And come back this Friday or Wednesday, okay? You know when? Yeah, every Wednesday.
Yeah.
Thank you. And,
oh, thank you for having me.
And I think neuroscience was next. Hey, dude, long time no see, bro. What's up?
Yeah, what's up, man?
Hey, you got a
What's
story?
up, yeah. So.
Yo, Bob, I think you have to say hello to everybody because they've missed you, man.
Seriously?
I think so.
Well, hey everybody. did they tell you that they missed me? Anyway, it was actually because I told my grandma what happened in the previous years of all my weird, ghost mess going on, and like it was because of her that today I realized what the true cause was, and then I actually have a scary story to back it up.
Okay, what happened?
So I remember telling you during this time my family was like arguing a lot. Like they were always arguing, and because they were arguing so much, there was like so much anger in the house. Like just my mom and my dad, they would like yell at each other all the time, and my sister would like break down in tears and stuff. But like what was going on with me was that I was developing I don't know exactly how I'm gonna say this. I was essentially becoming psychopathic. The more they would argue, I would actually start to lose compassion, and so the more that they argued, I would start to have more experiences with these ghosts and demons. And my grandma told me today I don't experience them anymore, but I still am essentially sadistic and psychopathic, because my grandma, she tells me that every time she tries to do something nice for me, it's like I shun her emotion. Like when she tries to like show me love, she tells me that I like push it away, I like shun it away, or something like that. It's like really weird. But then like the dream to back this up is I had a dream one time, and I was in like a grocery store, and I was walking around this grocery store. I was like walking up in the different aisles, and this is like in the heart of when my family was like arguing with each other.
Yeah.
And like this demon like pulls me in a closet, and then he asked me a question, and he says, "How about he gave me like a preposition. He was like, "How about you leave your Christian faith and you come join our side?" And in his exact words, he said, "You're a demon material, basically," because I was so desensitized. Does that make any sense?
The dark side.
Yeah, he said that I was basically material, but I kept saying no, and it pissed him off a lot, and I said it like 3 or 4 times, and it infuriated him.
He went to the dark side. He's gone to the dark side.
Yeah, his internet cut out.
I got him. All right, dude. Leave the chat and come back. I think that'll solve the problem. The dark side. Got him. Okay. We'll wait for him to come back. I think the next person was Hamza. Hamza's been here before. He's shown his face here too. So, Hamza.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, dude. So your brace is off yet?
Sorry?
Are your braces off yet?
No, I've still got them on.
Okay. So what kind of story do you have for us, dude?
All right, I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
This goes over. Hamza, wait a second, dude. What happened to your internet? The dark side. Okay, this is awkward. Hamza.
Yeah.
Hey, let's let Neuroscience finish his story, okay, dude? Sorry about that.
That's fine, dude.
All right, Neuroscience, quickly.
Wait, was my internet cutting off or was his internet cutting off?
Your internet was cutting off. You were silent.
Okay, thank God, because you scared me for a second. Anyway, but like I was saying, I was becoming like so desensitized by all this anger that I developed like a hard shell. And so like when this demon confronted me about it, and he kept asking me like, you're our material basically. Like it doesn't make any sense to go to a God that's nothing but love and you're nothing but anger. And they kept turning him down. And basically like after that, like it all started to slow down a lot. Like everything started to slow down and I actually could like breathe for a second, if that makes any sense.
So you were talking.
And then I moved into with my grandparents and everything just stopped. Like everything, like all the ghosts, all the other experience just stopped.
Uh-huh.
It was really insane.
So why do you say that this could?
Wait, is my internet lagging out?
No, no. I'm asking why do you? Then why? How does this prove that? What
Yeah, my internet's lagging.
No, you're fine. No, but how does he just he sleeps? Never mind. Okay, he's not coming. I'm sorry, Hamza. Okay. Okay. You were here last time and you talked about jinns and stuff, and then you talked about also that Let's Not Meet story you had as well.
My internet.
What's going on? Are you guys fucking with
dude,
me?
I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know.
Neuroscience. Okay.
I'm just gonna hold on. I'm just. Do you want me to just finish it like really quickly? Like just say it really quickly before my internet cuts off again?
Sure.
So like, anyway, desensitized, blah 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 blah. Perfect demon material. Kept saying no. So I moved into my grandparents' house and everything stopped. There was no more anger, no more arguing because my grandparents are pretty docile. They don't argue with each other really. And like last time I saw them argue was over a checkers game.
Okay.
But there's really no arguing. Then everything started to slow down, and when I moved into the house, I actually started to feel a little bit more compassion. But I still don't care about emotions at all. It's really insane. But I think that's what caused it. Like the not caring about emotions and becoming like exposed was what made me vulnerable.
Do you think this is more like a mental illness, or is this?
No, it's not a mental illness because I actually went to a psychiatrist and he told me that I don't have any disorder. Because I had to take a test, but he said I didn't have a disorder. It was just a case of like family breaking down and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it. That's all I gotta say.
But you said you talked to your grandma and that confirmed your story.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah, because she told me the reason why it confirmed it, because after she said it, I actually started to think like, holy crap, could what have been happening to me been causing all this? And so what she said that actually confirmed it for me was when she said that every time she tries to show me love, I always shun it away from her, or I always try to shun it away. She said it's like I'm avoiding love for some reason.
Right.
I'm avoiding emotion. So that's really what did it for me, because I realized like if that's what's been happening, then you know what I mean. Then that could have been what's attracting all the spirits and stuff.
Spirits, because I remember you were here a lot, right? You said you had dreams of demons and all that crazy shit. So
like that.
Oh, that slowed down. You said now, right? After.
Oh yeah, when I moved in. Well, like when I moved in, because it really slowed down after my dad passed. Everything slowed down almost to a halt, and then I moved in with my grandparents, and it just stopped.
Why did you think after your dad passed it slowed?
Well, he was a youth pastor, and he had a lot of stress in his life, basically. And so like that could have been causing a conflict, because he is a believer of God, but on the other hand, he's not really worshiping in the Lord. He's doing other things too. And so that could have been causing a conflict, and he would get stressed out about bills and stuff, which is really insane.
Yeah.
But I heard, well, I'm not going to say that, but yeah, that's what's been going on.
Okay, well, come back next time. And, oh yeah, I was going to ask you about the girl, but then never mind. All right?
All All right.
Bye. Cool, man.
Bye.
So, yeah, Neuroscience is always hanging out with us. Hamza! Hey, sorry, dude. It's your turn, finally. Oh my god, is that fucking copyrighted music? No copyrighted music! No copyrighted music, I swear to God. Yo, stop playing that music! Holy... Can't monetize the video, you guys put music in it, okay? No copyrighted music. No copyright. It's the only thing I ask of you guys when you come on here. Turn off the music, turn off the TV. If that shit gets picked up by YouTube, I get like a strike, dude. Okay, Hamza. Hamza, man. Come on, man. Come on. Come back to me. Okay, he's somewhere else. We have Turnt. Turnt. It's a cool name. Turnt. Alright, Turnt is ignoring me completely. So next online is Master Sword. Hey, man. Is nobody answering me today?
I can. I was just playing the game.
Alright, so why is your webcam off today?
Well, a lot of testing today, so I took like a 2-hour nap.
Oh shit. High school? Or you're in high school, right?
Yeah, high school. They moved everything back because right now I'm in the midst of a really bad snowstorm.
Yo, same. In Toronto right now, it's like slightly snowing. So it's not
Oh,
that
you're about. Is the snow moving like westward? Because if it's moving westward, you're gonna get a lot of snow.
probably, but I don't have school tomorrow. So. Okay, so what kind of story do you have, bro?
I have a urban legend about like a little camp folk tale
Oh, cool. Okay.
from a campground.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's about Lumberjack and his dog.
hmm
I swear it's not related to Paul Bunyan,
Okay.
but okay. So basically, it goes. The campground used to be a logging site,
Yeah.
and they'd use the lake to float the logs to the shipping road and then ship them out to all across the United States and probably parts of Canada too.
hmm
And I was there for band camp.
Oh, of course you were, dude. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, middle school band camp. So.
Oh, never mind.
So it was basically like we played instruments and for like 1 hour and then electives for like the rest of the day.
Yeah.
So I went canoeing on the same lake. I played soccer, football, and a whole bunch of other different sports. And we did hiking also. And rock climbing. That was fun.
That's it.
And the story behind that campground is that there was a logger there about my height, but the dude was solid muscle and probably about like 240 pounds.
hmm
And they say he could do twice the work of what one man could do. He was a tree topper, so he would climb up the tree and cut off all the branches from the top of the tree down, and they would cut it down after he got down. He could top, like the regular man could top probably about.
Entire tree, just slice it this pound.
No, I'm talking about like cutting the branches off of the tree. He was a tree topper, so he would have to cut off the portion where it was not available to be made into logs.
Yeah.
So he could top maybe 20, 24 trees a day, and a regular man could only top 10.
hmm
So he's out there doing his thing, and he finds a dog.
Okay.
And he befriends the dog, and the dog follows him around everywhere. They go home with him, and he always brought him to lunch, and the workers loved this dog. This dog was a white golden retriever.
Yeah.
And would always play around. They would play fetch and all that.
Yeah.
And he would always come into the lunch place, and the lumber baron there, he loved the worker, so he tolerated it for a while.
hmm
But until the dog got aggravated by him because he told Paul, oh, well, not Paul Bunyan, oops, the dude, the big dude, that he couldn't have his dog in there, and he picked up the dog by the neck and threw it out, and so he would secretly keep the dog there.
Opened the gate and he could have walked out, but he just threw him out.
Yeah, literally, like, picked him up by the scruff and threw him out. The dude,
Yeah.
the lumber baron. So that dog would still wander around the camp. So the lumberjack there, he would secretly get the dog at night food.
Mm-hmm.
And he'd keep it around and play and stuff. And they'd go top trees and play, fetch, and have fun. Up until someone snitched on him. And the lumber baron found out, got the dog, and then he took the dog got a collar for the dog and a leash, said they're going to play fetch by the train station.
Mm-hmm.
So he got the dog, went up to the train station, told the person operating to run that steam engine, went over back to the dog, threw a stick for the dog, and the dog thought, oh, I'll play fetch. Yeah, why not?
And then he died.
Got ran over by a steam engine. And then that dog's spirit would always be seen by the lumber baron and
Ghost dog.
yeah, ghost dog out there, and the lumberjack there that could do twice as much got so sad because that was really his only companion there. He was that one lonesome guy that would just do his work and then go. So he kind of got depressed, and then he just started slowing down, until he was topping 7 trees. He was doing less than the work because he was so depressed that his only friend there died because of the lumber baron.
So this dog spirit, was it just like a normal dog that looked just like a normal dog, or was it like 5 times like a werewolf kind of?
Oh no, just a normal medium-sized golden retriever.
The golden retriever, like the spirit. How was he seen though? Just like barking sounds randomly, or what was the
full body apparition? And the dude saw him. The workers saw him around, and they told him that. And they wondered how his dog died, and he found out through one of the workers there that the boss did it. So he started slowing down until he was doing less than the average man. He was going up slow, and then his boss told him, "Hey, how about you go top that really, really big tree over there? That would be a nice tree for you to top. You're a big guy. You can do it." He's like, "Oh, okay." So he's going on over there, and he climbs up, and he starts topping the tree, and the workers below it to cut it down after he's down. And what he didn't properly harness himself also,
and then he
which
fell.
was an error on his part. The boss told the workers on the ground, chop it down. No, it's fine. We can cut the part that's not usable later. And then, of course, there's retaliation at first because they're like, "Well, he's our best worker. See, we can't get rid of him." And the boss is like, "I'll pay you a little bit extra from now on."
So they intentionally killed him?
Yeah, they murdered him.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, and they got rid of his body. They say they got rid of his body in the lake.
And where was this? What state is this urban legend?
This is in Michigan.
That's actually quite close to where I live. So I guess, and you're in Michigan too, right? At this moment.
Yeah.
That explains the snow. It's because of you guys.
Blame Lake Michigan.
And this is near that lake, right? Your story.
It's in state, but it's near a small logging. It used to be a logging road, so.
I see. Hey, you have a YouTube channel too, right? Master Sword?
Yeah, I do. And there's more to the story, by the way. It's pretty
Oh,
long.
okay.
Yeah. And so they would always spot the loggers ghost around there after they put him in the lake. So Lumber Baron, after being spooked by seeing him and then random tools going missing, the sound of a barking dog always by him growling, he finally said, "Enough's enough." And I realize now that he wasn't buried in the lake. He was put onto a log in the steam engine.
Okay.
So he was going to take that train, go over the lake that it had. The lake had a bridge on it. So they were going to take the steam engine over the bridge, detonate TNT, and sink the engine and the bridge itself.
Yeah.
So he told the steam operator to do that, and they're like, "No, we need this machine." He's like, "I can buy another one. I got enough money. All I cared about was money." So they go to
This is
do
a
that.
long story, dude. Yo, let's just speed it up a little bit. Sorry.
Yeah. So they get on the steam engine. That was like a 15 or 20-minute story, dude. It's
Yeah, I
pretty
mean,
long.
this has been quite long.
Yeah. And then they hop on the steam engine.
Yeah.
And they're rolling down, and they get to the bridge, and they see the lumberjack and the dog, and they're smiling at him, and they're like, "Oh no, we got to get off now." And they saw the door wouldn't budge to open the steam engine and jump out.
Yeah.
So they were stuck there, and the TNT detonated with the boss and the steam engine operator inside it.
All of them
And they
died?
Yep, both of them died. They fell into the lake and drowned.
Wait, how many years ago was this?
This was mid 1800s, so like 18. It was after Civil War, so around 1870s.
Yeah, because I was thinking, I was like, 90s or so. It doesn't make sense because you're talking about lumberjacks and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's a pretty old one. And I actually found my friend, he tripped on it, and I'm like, "Oh, what's that?" So we started digging it up, and that was by the place where the railroad was, and the train station. And we found a railroad brace from 1868.
Wait, so you and your friend physically went there yourselves to look at this place?
Yeah, we were there for band camp, so.
Oh, okay. So you.
Yeah, they reformed it. That's where the zip line would be, over that lake.
Mm-hmm.
So we tripped up going up the hill. I'm like, "Oh, what's that?" So we dug it up, and we found a railroad brace from 1868. So there is a lot of history there.
Hey man, if you have any more of those, because you were talking about like a Bigfoot a couple weeks and all that stuff. You have like stories on everything, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty across the board on paranormal stuff.
So what is your channel about? It's a gaming channel, right? If I remember correctly.
Gaming, and I also do horror narration and stuff like that.
Cool.
I have a channel trailer up. I think I posted that like maybe a couple days ago, and I got a narration out like just a day ago. So.
Cool. Yeah, man, go check out his channel. It's called Master Sword 387, right?
Yeah, I'll be in the chat.
I got it. Why 387?
I don't know. It's just random slew of numbers.
All right, great explanation. All right, thank you, man.
All right, no problem. You need me to leave so people can come in?
Sure, I guess. Yeah. Thank you.
All right, no problem.
Bye, son.
See ya.
Hey Hamza, dude, we keep delaying you, man. How are you, dude?
I'm good, man. How about you?
I'm great, bro. Okay, so what's your story?
Mine is actually a what's it called? Paranormal story that happened not too long ago.
Right.
And it was at my cousin's house for once.
Right.
So we were having a little sleepover. Sorry, I'm a little bit ill. And what happened was there was no one home as usual. Their family went to go see their daughter, which is in Manchester because of college.
Right.
Right. And we're home alone. We're just he's on his Snapchat. I'm there watching anime. And at the present time, I was actually watching Prison School. And then completely out of the blue,
Stop. Keep moving.
Sorry?
So you're on your phone right now, or I'm guessing.
Yeah, I'm on my phone.
Okay, try not to move so much, dude, because there's a lot of the extra sounds and stuff. Thank you.
Yeah, so no one was home. And sorry, I was putting my camera on. So no one was home, and what happened was there was a really loud bang happened downstairs. So we went downstairs, went to go check it out. So we went to the kitchen and we found out all the drawers were open. Dude.
Okay, Hamza, man, you have to get your you get better quality equipment.
One second, just...
Yeah, it's kind of annoying a little bit. Just people are getting kind of annoyed. Yeah, just the buzzing and everything. Dude, do you need to switch to a laptop, dude?
I have one.
You don't have a laptop. Do you want to? Oh my god, I'm sorry, I have to mute you. That is so annoying. Hey, feels so bad. Hamza, dude, if you can get to a laptop or a desktop or something, maybe that'll be better. Maybe try that. We'll come back to you, okay, man? Like seriously, it's pretty annoying, just the constant buzzing and all that stuff. I'm not sure if it sounds like you're constantly punching your phone or something. Okay, Turned. Called you once, we're calling you again. Okay, she doesn't. Okay, she's not replying. So we have Katie. Katie. Okay, so we don't have Katie. We have Allison.
Sorry.
Okay, guys, so you're on the street. Okay.
Hello?
No.
Oh no.
This awkward situation again. Allison, give me 1 second.
Okay.
Who do
Yeah.
you want to
Can
go?
you hear me?
Yeah, you sound really great.
Oh,
Okay,
who
cool.
do you want to go?
We're going to Katie first, but you should have answered quicker.
Sorry.
Oh my god, constant sounds. How old are you and where are you from?
I am 14, and my twin sister was on the stream last Friday.
How old are you?
So, 14.
14.
You were talking to my twin sister on the other stream last Friday.
What did we talk about? I forget.
You were talking about her paranormal ghost story.
Which was?
And I also have a ghost story as well.
What was her ghost story about? Can you give us?
It was about her being 13 and how she started seeing ghosts, and I did as well. It was both of our story.
Oh my god. Okay.
I am sorry about the buzzing.
Yeah, are you using your phone too?
Yeah, my laptop's broken.
Okay.
So I can't switch over to that if that's what you're asking.
Okay, so what is your
I can't.
what is your paranormal story?
I live near 9 graveyards, so I go to them very often.
Mm-hmm.
And mainly at nighttime, and people may say this is crazy because it's like more paranormal stuff happen at nighttime, and it's more creepy at nighttime, but it's like so calming to me.
Okay. So sorry. Like I am.
Okay.
Like you're on full blast, but you're really quiet.
I am? Oh, sorry. It's just the way my voice is.
Okay. Can you just put the thing a little bit like that, like that or something?
Okay. Can you hear me now?
A bit better. Okay.
All right. So I go to graveyards at night practically, and I can see the dead and speak with them. And there's been a few demons and stuff, and a couple have tried to make me go over to their side practically. And I'm sorry if you hear whimpering. My dog is trying to beg me to do something, but I don't know what. And so I will go to the graveyards, and everyone stares when you go there at night time, especially because I think it's weird, but you can really see the ghost figures, and especially when it's foggy, and it's easier to talk to them at night time. So I've spoken to for say, and you wouldn't want a spirit really evil and will try to get you to join their side and try to possess you.
Okay, can you turn off the vibration, please?
Uh,
Seriously.
my yes. Sorry.
Are you using an iPhone? I think there's that button, right? That
It's an LG.
and I don't know how to work with that. I don't have an app.
If it's Android 5.0 or over, there should be something in the drop-down menu that says all interruptions to be blocked. Just saying.
Okay, Katie, can you please?
All interruptions.
Okay, can you just try to do?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll have her back on after she does that, because oh my god, I can't stand that anymore. So Katie will be back with her cemetery story. Okay, sounds evil with demons and stuff. So we have Turn. Turn, you said you're ready for the story. Turn session.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a dude. Okay. How old are you and where are you from?
17. I'm from Texas, man.
Oh, cool. Do you watch my videos or?
I did like a month or two ago.
Okay.
I mean,
So the quality is so bad now you just stop watching. Lost interest.
no, it's not that, man. It's just like I don't know.
Just
It's
stop.
just
Yeah.
life, man.
Life. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
For sure. So
Yeah.
what kind of story do you have, dude? Is it paranormal or?
Yeah, it's paranormal. It's like I went cuz all right, so when I was about like 16 or 15, I used to go over to my friend's house cuz like the situation at my old house, with my parents was like really heated and stuff. So just went over to my friends cuz I needed a break from all that. So cuz he was a cool guy, for the sake of this video I'm going to call him Julio. He was my best friend at the time. And so we would always hang out, and he's Christian, and I don't think he believes in the paranormal stuff. But back when the story took place, I was like I was like a Satanist, and I was really depressed at the time, man.
You were
I had like no stability.
You were
Yeah, but I'm not anymore.
What do you have to do to become a Satanist? Just curious.
I don't know. Like you just gotta like
Worship Satan?
kinda.
Kinda.
I mean, like it's not just that. It's like it's so stereotypical. It's like
You have to, like,
you don't have to do anything. You don't have to kill anyone. Like you just have to like follow like the beliefs.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's not crazy or anything like that. Like I promise you. Like I haven't.
That's the image we get, right? From TV.
Yeah, it's what media like portrays Satanists as, but it's really not that at all. Like, cause I used to have like a bunch of friends who were, like also Satanists. Like, you just believed in that kind of stuff, like just not really giving a shit about, what like, what the people said, and like, just doing what you want to do, and like, all we would do is just hang out and like, like have fun and just chill. Like not really do anything because we wouldn't do shit like
Okay, yeah.
go out and
Rob a bank or something.
So,
that wasn't part of it.
yeah.
You're saying this to rob a bank or something. I'm not. We'll see. All right, so you stop being that though, and then this story's about your friend, right? Your friend's house.
Yeah. He didn't experience anything ever, I don't think. But when I was hanging out with him in his house, like we were playing like the PS3, and like he had like this flat screen, and it was like one of those like smooth flat screens. So like the reflection, like the black reflection, you can see the reflection behind you, and like I would always see like this figure, like not always, just a lot of times, and it freaked me out a little bit
Yeah.
because I didn't know what it was. So like I bought this Ouija board about like a month after, and I was just I went over there and I tried it out, and I mean I didn't get a whole lot of results. It was it took about 30 minutes, and it started moving very very slowly, so I just gave it up. But
Yeah. It's just awkward silence.
yeah.
What? Offering like a lot of pain, or like a knife. What's going on, dude? Are you okay?
Yeah, what? Yeah.
What's going on, man? What's going on?
No,
Pharaoh, come save my stream, dude. We need somebody to tell a good story. Wait, so you see the shadow with the TV and reflecting and everything. So what happens? What is that shadow? Did you find out what it is?
I never found out what it was, but I've now I'm kind of like a paranormal investigator, kind of I'm,
Yeah, you're just jumping from one profession to the next. Satanist, paranormal investigator. 17, aren't you in school, dude?
no,
You,
not
you,
anymore.
you dropped out and stuff, eh?
Yeah, I did.
So what's your passion in life? What's your plans?
Uh, just to have a good time in life, man, and not worry, not get stressed out about shit, paying bills and stuff.
But who's gonna pay the bills if you don't pay the bills?
I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to get a job again, so.
Did you have one before, or
Yeah, I did, but I mean.
Investigator?
No. I worked at Discount Tire, man, but
Okay. Well, at least you're thinking about getting a job, so that's good, right?
Yeah.
Or whatever. So what's the story? I'm kind of lost. Sorry, dude. So it has to do with the shadow or your friend or?
Oh, the whole area in particular, building. So I think there's something to do with the whole building itself, maybe. Because stuff. I wouldn't just cause I would feel really creepy, it would just feel kind of creepy, in certain areas, and all of a sudden.
Haunted building kind of thing.
Yeah, I think it was the building.
Is there a history behind that piece of land that you know of that, you know?
I don't know. I mean, I was trying to look into it, but I couldn't find anything because the building is only 20 years old.
Or sometimes the land could be haunted. But hey, if you want to go check, I have a documentary that I went to, Urban Explore. Maybe try that with your friends, and then see what you can get. Maybe you can find something.
All right.
Yeah, man. And if you do, send it to my email or something, and we can talk about it.
Cool. Thanks, man.
No problem. Well, thank you. And I hope you get it.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, I used to work at McDonald's, man, when I was 7. Serious, guys. It's not a joke. I used to work there, man. I used to make burgers, dude. And look at me now, man. Still in this shitty room. Anyways. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll see you later.
All right, bye, man. Okay. Okay. I don't know who to go to, man. Oh my god. Katie, how's the phone doing now? Is it better? Please tell me you turned it off.
In this, it's turned off. Hopefully.
All right. So we're gonna go back to your story. So you were cemetery.
Yeah. So I go to cemeteries at night, and there was this new one practically, and the new ones are always more interesting to not do anything to it. I just like walking around them because you can wait for the new ghosts, and there was this time because it was different. Okay, that's somewhat so I waited there for the ghost, and I finally saw it, and it kind of looked familiar, but wasn't quite sure. I couldn't really think
So,
who
so
it was on this.
you saw this ghost in physical form.
Yes, you can easily see them in physical
Not
form.
everybody. I can't see anything. So
Well, you can. I'm going to say one thing, and you might be scared about it, but you can easily access it through meditation and stuff if you wanted to talk to spirits.
I would never want to do that, though. Of course, yeah. I've heard, but never want to do that myself, dude.
It's fun.
No,
Listen,
it's not. It's not. Don't advertise that as no. It's probably not fun. Okay, so
not for some, but for me it is.
Been
okay,
there, done that.
okay, okay. So you see this thing, and was it a man, a woman, a kid, teenager? What was it?
A child, and she looked familiar, and I wasn't quite sure who it was until I finally started talking to her and realized who it was. It was my friend's sister, and apparently she died, and I didn't know about it.
Hmm.
I found that grave, and so I figured out who she was practically murdered by someone, because you could see, like, sometimes you can see it on ghosts and sometimes you can't.
Right.
She had a wound mark around her chest area where it looked like she was stabbed, and I was asking her about it, and she doesn't. Some ghosts can't remember this, but I was asking her about it, like what happened, and she didn't remember at all who did it. And so I finally figured out how to help her see who it was and stuff. So I helped her find who the killer was, and apparently it was the same person who tried to kidnap me October 5th last year, but that's another story for another time. And I knew what happened to him since, and it's kind of strange how it was the same person, because I didn't really think it would be, because apparently he had this thing that went wrong with him, and he went psycho and started going on a killing and kidnapping rampage.
Who is this? I mean, I'm thinking maybe I should call the cops.
Oh, you don't have to. I would tell you what happened to him if you wanted to know, but I'm not sure if you really want to, because it's kind of an ending that some people don't want to hear.
What's the ending? A comedic, song and dance.
He prison people.
He-
So he took the bed sheet, stood his bed up, and practically, you get the picture, he hung himself.
So he committed suicide.
Is it cutting out? I keep on hearing you cut out on my
He
end.
committed suicide. He committed suicide.
Practically, yes.
Mm.
And it leads to another thing. One of my old friends that were from 6th grade came back, and he said his uncle hung himself in prison. I'm like, what was his name? And it was the guy's exact name. He murdered her and tried to kidnap me.
Who was this guy? Why was he doing this? Was he just like a crazy dude, or was he like a family friend or something?
He was my best friend's uncle.
I see. But was he like mentally there's something wrong with him mentally, or was he just a malicious?
He apparently damaged his brain sometime, like in this time when he started doing this, and
I
he
see.
wasn't caught until I knew who it was and who it actually was. And he was on death row, so either way, he would have ended up dead.
He would have died, kind of thing. He would have died.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, maybe next time you can come share your. Good thing is that you know how to turn off your phone's notifications now.
Yay!
No, but if you have any more stories, maybe come back on Friday, and you can maybe tell your kidnapping story if you want to. If you're
Just listening to the YouTube thing earlier, that's how I found this stream, and I'm like, I can tell that story possibly on Friday if I really wanted to.
Yeah, if you're open to it, send me an email.
So I have nothing to do.
Yeah,
so I guess I'm be planning out what to do, I guess, till 8 o'clock.
Okay. You're excited. Suddenly, you just become like you're like really depressed, and then you go like you get really excited. Okay, well, thank you, Katie.
And if you ever need tech support, call.
Okay. Wow. I love these teams, man. They're just, oh my god. Love
They're
them.
so silent today, you know?
All right, so we have we'll go to Allison, and then we have Enemy Shadow, and then we'll do Q&A.
Sweet.
Hi.
Hi. Hey, you had your webcam on. Turn it up.
Yeah, I did. Because like I haven't been on this type of thing. Like I've never done this thing before. So like I don't know. I don't know how to use Hangouts. And then when I found out I could actually like get my image up, I was just like, I'll just have my image. Because no one wants to see me in a onesie.
Oh, you're cute in the onesie, man. You should.
Oh. My video is lagging and that, so like I'll just keep it to the phone call. But maybe next time I'll like.
Sure. You live in the UK, I'm guessing.
Yeah, Londoner.
What time is it over there? It's pretty late.
Yeah, like 12 o'clock, 12:41.
Wow, thanks for staying.
Yeah.
Wait, how old are you?
I'm 15.
15. Okay.
Yeah.
In the picture you look a bit more mature, but 15 is great.
Yeah. I just want to say that I'm a big fan and that, and the stories have been great so far, and like yeah.
Thank you for being a fan. Hey, love from the UK. That's why I started this at 6, because I know you guys usually can't catch my streams in the UK and in Europe, so I started for you guys actually.
Oh, thanks. Well,
no
thank
problem.
you.
So what kind of story do you have? You have a Let's Not Meet or a ghost or what?
Yeah, so it's like a kind of ghost story. So basically, I was like a really little kid, so I was like a baby. And my mum, well, she doesn't like have any mental illnesses or drinking problems or anything like that. So like, I could believe her. Like, if she was telling the truth, you know, I would believe her. She's a very she wouldn't lie. So she told me some time ago actually that. When I was younger, we had a poltergeist in our house. Well, like I don't know if it was we couldn't say if it was actually a poltergeist, but like it was
moving things around.
Yeah, it was moving things around, and
yeah.
So basically, she told me a story that one day when I was in my cot, I would usually like cry and stuff, you know, as babies do and stuff, and then one day like she was sitting in the living room and I was in the bed in the cot, and I stopped crying, and my mum was like, oh, what's going on, what happened? Like, so she went to the room, and apparently she saw that the cover was over my face, so like something was suffocating me for me to stop breathing. And it wasn't just that, like doors would be moving, beds would be moving and things like that. So what she did one day, she went to like a church. Oh no, before she went to the church, she met this woman. She's like a good friend of ours. And she said that she really like scared my mum. Like, she was saying, oh, there's a demon in this house, we need to get it out, chuck out all her toys, chuck out everything, get it all out. And my mum was like scared. She was like, oh my god, like she was so scared. But like actually it turned out she went to our local chapel and they prayed, they blessed the house, and then when she got home everything was fine. So that was just a little story there. That's it.
Did you guys find out what was the poltergeist like?
Well, where I live, I've moved around quite a lot, but where I was, there's a lot of history to do. There's a lot of history there, so the building's been around for a long while. But no, we didn't find out what it was. It must have been someone who lived there before, something like that. But yeah,
How
nothing.
how was he moving things around? Was he just like moving cups around, or was he throwing shit, making things drop? What was the extent of his
Well,
activities?
basically, my mum would share a room with my brother, and my mum and my brother would just see like doors actually moving and that, and like moving, but like slamming back and forward.
Mhm.
And I think that's how things would go missing around the house as well. Nothing really too, dramatic, like horror film style. It wasn't really like that. It was just, things were moving, things were, the atmosphere around the house wasn't right. But yeah, it was nothing major really.
And,
So.
and was that the only time in your life you experienced something supernatural, or are you prone to it as well? Or
No, I mean, I love hearing stuff about ghosts. I love all the paranormal things and stuff, but I feel you've got to be really careful when you go into that thing, because you don't really know, like when people play with Ouija boards
I
and do
don't. Fucking
and like Charlie challenge and things like that. It's like, don't, why are you doing that? It's just so silly. So yeah, nothing really happened to me, but I am really interested in it all, really. So.
like don't mess with it, kind of thing. You don't know.
Oh no, yeah, no, I would never. I think these people are crazy who go out and try and, it's you're bringing it to yourself, and it's just, yeah. So
So
yeah.
guys, that's how a story is told. Very good.
Short and sweet.
Very good job. I was captivated the whole time. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Do you have a YouTube channel? Looks like you have a YouTube channel.
Yeah, my YouTube channel is not this one. It's another one. It's called Ali the Pigeon. Ali the Pigeon.
Yeah.
Yeah, just go check it out. And
What kind of videos?
yeah. Oh, just like a few covers, because I sing.
Oh,
I do a bit of
nice.
singing.
Cool.
And yeah, and I made like a little short video, like a really short video, about some girl. Like I don't even know what it was about, but it was okay. It was just like a experimentation video, so go check that out. There'll be more content being put up. I'm a new YouTuber, so yeah.
I sing too, but check our channel out.
Sure. Thank you guys. Thanks.
Bye. Okay, so
Bye.
everybody basically left, so let's just we can do Q&A.
One thing about the Charlie challenge. The Charlie challenge is, well, it's just the CH word that's making the pencil move.
It's absolutely fake. I've done it before.
You got it? Yeah, I've seen YouTubers do it.
It's fake. I've done it.
Yeah. I've done it at school, and I used a different name.
Probably. Okay, so guys, know that Charlie Chaplin is the Charlie pencil. I call it Charlie Chaplin.
Because of Charlie Chip. Nice. Nice.
Okay, yeah, but it's fake. Okay, so we have daughter of. You keep leaving the stream and coming back. Okay.
Daughter of Wolf?
Yeah. Who's that? Daughter of Wolf? Is that her name?
Daughter of Wolf 22. Hello.
Hello. Okay, she doesn't. Oh, that's cool. We'll just do. Okay. I said Charlie Chaplin. I mean Charlie Pencil, dude. Okay, so we'll do Q&A.
Alright, let's see.
Yo, people are saying it's real, man.
It's not real. I tried it and nothing happened.
Yeah? Everybody tried it.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Experience the normal stuff, and that's not real.
It's not.
Okay.
It's not.
Okay. I'm just looking at the chat.
It's just a Vine craze thing, you know.
But it was so popular a few months back, man.
It's because it was a Vine trend.
Yeah.
Okay,
For a while, like now it's just like the annual trend. You've seen that Vine.
Oh, that creepy gas pasta guy's in here too. Cool. Yeah, I've King Spook before. Yeah, thanks, dude. Thank you. I think you messaged me or something like that a while back. Sorry I didn't get back to you. So if you guys have any questions, we'll do Q&A now. Unless you want to talk, daughter of whoever. How old are you? Okay, she's not talking. All right, let's Q&A. Q&A. Come on, Q&A. Q&A.
Okay, Q&A. Are we allowed to speak through here, or do you want us to go on YouTube to type it to you?
No, I'm fine. You're gonna ask me.
Okay.
Do you have a question? No. Yo, your voice just got a lot better.
Where were you raised up from?
Where was I raised?
Yeah, I don't really watch the.
Canada, in Toronto. Do you believe?
Canada.
Yeah, in Canada, man. I'm Canadian.
I've been to Canada. It's a nice place.
Which province have you been to?
I really.
You forget.
I really forget. I've only been to Canada to visit my uncle.
Okay. Do you believe in ghosts? Yes, I do. Absolutely. If you had to live, oh, this is a great one by Rachel. If you had to live in a horror movie for a day, what would it be? Just for one day? Would I die at the end?
Didn't say you would die at the end.
Well, I guess it depends on which one you choose.
That's true, though. I mean, I wanted to do like something like Cannibal Holocaust. I don't know if you guys know that movie, but it's like they go into a forest full of like cannibals and they document it. But the thing is, at the end, everybody dies. So okay, they're saying yes, you will die at the end. So I'll pick a horror movie that the character doesn't die. God damn it! I usually don't like those horror movies.
There's where the female has that birthmark on her, so she doesn't die from her crazy cousin that's killing everyone.
Yeah, but the thing is,
that's the only one
they're basically saying everything that happens in that movie will translate back into real life. So if I pick a movie that like my life is ruined after it, I wouldn't want that. So I just pick like a shitty one or one that nothing really happens.
Honestly, I'd pick Haunting in Connecticut because I could be like the
Parents
father.
won't even let me watch Children of the Corn.
I think I'd pick something like Jeepers Creepers or something like that.
Goosebumps.
But like of course like number 3 or something like that, not number 1 because they all like the guy dies. But
yeah,
I think I'll probably choose that would be my thing. HS1, what is Friday's topic going to be on? Do you guys think I should do like a special topic? Is it Good Friday?
I don't know.
Okay, but mostly I'm thinking just, true scary stories because more people tend to come in.
I think I'm gonna have to join again.
Yeah. Right. It's so weird. The chat's talking about tits and ass. It's blinding my sight on the questions. Come on. You guys have? Oh my god. You guys have any? We keep talking to each other. Do you guys have any questions?
Yeah, I got one.
Sure.
So if you could rate this on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the best, how much do you say that you would like going on these streams and hosting them?
Like hosting? Well, I guess 8 or 9.
Alright, that's pretty good.
I love hosting them, but some parts I don't like is like the technical problems.
Oh yeah,
okay.
the technical.
Yeah,
it might crappy internet.
Might be the link.
Yeah, but there's maybe the link and just
Skype works better on my phone, to be honest. No offense.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
I'll try that next time.
Skype, you have to accept a friend request is the problem,
Okay.
and people can't instantly join the call unless they're added to it.
No, same with this stream. I have to send you the link too. So.
Yeah.
Via email. What's your favorite topic to do your vids on? Tits and God damn it. Actually, like to do topics that's like about ghosts and let's not. I mean, sometimes the let's not meet is kind of like a breath of fresh air. Sometimes
Cool.
after
Oh, I have another story that's a let's not meet but that can wait for another time. Sorry, that just popped into my head.
yeah, you're kidnapping or whatever, right?
Oh no, there's another one that
Okay.
I'll tell later.
Hey, could you do another scary story in the woods? Yeah, I did that like way back. I'll do another one. Like eventually, I'll do it because I'll run out of topics. Oh yeah, guys, and also I'm going to be doing daily uploads. So
Wait, do you watch
More
anime?
content to do my homework too.
why do you assume that I watch?
Cora, do you watch anime?
Why do you assume that I watch anime?
Because you're Asian, duh.
Oh.
I don't watch anime.
I was asking if you watched anime to ask him a specific question.
I don't.
Well, you did say you watched Dragon Ball, right?
But who doesn't watch Dragon Ball Z? Come on.
Dragon Ball Z, yes.
It's like Pokemon. Who didn't watch Pokemon? How do you consider that?
I watched Pokemon when I was younger, but I just kind of stopped watching it.
That's not even your generation. That's my generation.
Hey, I still watched it when I was younger. I like the
watched it
show,
when-
okay?
Man,
It was still on air. It's still on air today.
still on air. It's on air, which is weird to me. After like if I watch an episode now, I'll be like, it's so stupid.
Yeah, true that.
Okay. Have you had a let's not meet moment? I'll have to think, but I think I probably have because
Plenty of them.
I probably have those moments. Yeah, but I just don't. It doesn't stick with me. So. Do you think ghost hunters and ghost adventurers and shows like that are actually honest about their findings, or is it all BS? No, I actually went on a documentary and I got some findings. So I mean, but the reactions sometimes, everybody that's getting filmed exaggerate themselves, right? So the reactions may be.
Well, I have ghost hunter friends that I could probably get in the call one time.
Sure, yeah,
if
man.
they could.
Nice.
Okay, Jirabolt says, "Have you gotten raped?" No, I haven't.
Oh my god.
And, like,
I
one
fucking.
thing also with the ghost hunters thing, like
Fucking hell.
there was someone caught actually faking everything, and they got booted off.
No,
One of my friend's moms is a Ghostbuster hunter. Well, ghost hunter.
a Ghostbuster,
Ooh, that'd be fun.
the new movie.
Maybe
Okay.
over one night.
There's some really bad questions here, Rick. I can't answer that on stream, but I can personally answer that for you.
Guys.
No, that's fine. It's always.
What's the question?
I do.
I want to know what the question was.
I haven't. I think I got gist of it from what.
Okay.
That's the tone.
What is the link to the Hangout? Okay, I'll just read it out to you, and you type it on your computer. Okay.
Oh yeah, they're just gonna sit there every letter type.
SSPRZI9D_IW4.
Or you can just email
That's how you.
horrorstories1@gmail.com.
Yeah, it's Horror Studio, but.
Could you do that again and use your narrator voice?
And we'll
I think the people in the chat will love that a whole lot more if
Okay,
you use your
okay.
narrator voice.
Maybe.
Alright. I can do it in my narrator voice,
Oh, he's talking.
or should I do it in my
Talking to Haley. Haley.
Oh, you guys are mean.
Haley, man, like.
Do it. Nah, man. I'll do it next time. Why are people asking vulgar questions? Because people are vulgar.
I have a flute.
Yeah.
Why did I just think of my flute in my drawer?
HS,
I'm not
do you think Freddy Krueger was a blood?
What?
No.
I think he meant blonde.
No, they're referring to the gang, Blood.
Oh.
Yeah. Who knows?
Well, I've never even watched the movie Freddy Krueger. My parents won't let me, so sorry about that.
Yeah.
My parents won't even let me watch Children of the Corn. Yeah, I've watched Paranormal Activity and a lot of other horror movies that have a lot of blood and gore in it. Come on.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
we'll do a couple more minutes, and then have you ever been stalked? No. That I know. Maybe secretly. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, I got one.
Go.
Okay, Raquel Sparrow asks, have you guys seen 10 Cloverfield Lane? No.
I thought
Apparently it's really good.
I thought you would have like a major speech about that because you pointed that out, but you're just like, no, I've not
No.
watched it.
Big long speech, epic movie, coming soon to you. I'm sorry.
Okay,
It's-
do I have a religion? No, I actually don't have a religion. I'm atheist, I think.
Same.
Yeah. Do I? No, I don't hate these live streams. What's your? Oh, God damn it! Could you tell scary stories about church? Yeah, I'll probably do that soon. That's a great idea, actually.
Ooh, I got a creepy story about a church. Never. No.
Keep having.
I'll have to think of which story to tell on Friday.
Hmm.
Well, I have a long enough time since I have no school.
I got one.
Good Friday.
Good Friday. Yeah, I was asking if you guys want like a Good Friday themed, stream or something. But I have a Good Friday stream video coming out on Good Friday. So, and yo, for Robert, if you're still watching, dude, come back on Friday because you came too late, dude. Because we're already almost done.
Yeah, and Naomi K. Dallin asks, do you know anyone who's ever been stalked? I think that might be a general question or directed at you.
No, I don't. And I think
Well, you know one now.
no, not you. Master Swords had some crazy shit, right?
Yeah, I've had 2 of them.
Yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that creepypasta guy says, "Are you also numb to reading all these stories?" Well,
I am, because most of them have happened.
yeah, or because I do a lot of them and I get, I'm not
Kind of desensitized.
If we're still on the call at 10, tell me because I want to go walk down by the graveyard. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you love that. You love doing that.
Yes, I do.
Are you? Yes, I am.
Sorry.
Okay, that is the end of the live stream, guys. Let's go. I'm gonna go eat. But let's see you guys this Friday at 8, and daily uploads at 1 p.m. every night.
Nice.
I'll probably be here at 8.
Sure.
More material to do my homework to.
Bye.
Oh, sweet.